3 years after Elias Ron's death, people kept asking the wrong question. Who killed Elias Ron? Walter once told me, "The public always looks for hands, because hands are easier to hate." I spent years searching for a killer, a weapon, a face, and I found nothing. Then I realized something terrifying. Elias Ron had already started disappearing, days before he died. Maybe the question was never, who killed him? Maybe the question was, who needed him gone? Because sometimes, the most efficient murders are the ones committed by thousands of exhausted strangers who never realized they were holding the knife. Then I discovered something far more terrifying. Something that lives in a darkness deeper than fear itself. Elias Ron was not the victim of a single man, nor was he the victim of a single conspiracy. He was the victim of an idea that began small. Then it grew until everyone forgot who had set it in motion in the first place. I remember the day he stood before everyone. He did not look like a man preparing for a fight. He looked like a man who believed the truth alone would be enough. He spoke for hours and revealed things no one expected to be said openly. At that moment, I thought what would follow would be a discussion about what he had revealed. But I was wrong. Within a matter of days, the questions disappeared, the facts disappeared, and Elias Ron remained. No one was talking about what he had said anymore. Everyone was talking about him instead, who he was, what he wanted, and why he had done what he did. And every time his name grew larger, the truth grew smaller. Until the day came when the man became more important than everything he had revealed. And that was when I began to understand. The problem was never what he said, it was that he said it. I spent years searching for the killer. And when I thought I was getting close to him, I found myself staring into a mirror. That was when I finally understood. No one wakes up in the morning and decides to destroy a human being. But everyone leaves behind a small contribution, a word, a headline, a silence, a glance, a certainty that costs them nothing. Then they walk away and leave the rest to the crowd. That was what made it so terrifying. Because the closer I got to the truth, the more the killer seemed to disappear. Until I realized he was never a person. He was an entire network of people. And Elias Ron had been trapped at its center. But the real shock came afterward. When I realized I had never really been searching for him. I had been searching for myself. I was not merely a witness, nor merely an investigator. I was part of the story. In some way, I was the victim, and I was the killer at the same time. I never carried a knife. I never pulled a trigger. But like everyone else, I believed before I understood. And I stayed silent when I should have spoken. And I let the crowd think for me. Then came the day when everything ended, or so it seemed. People woke up to a single piece of news. Elias Ron was gone. Some said he chose to leave on his own. Others said someone chose for him. And many no longer cared about the difference, because the truth had disappeared long before that. When Elias Ron was gone, it was not only a man who disappeared. The questions disappeared with him, and the last thread that could have led to understanding what truly happened disappeared with him. And that is why, whenever someone asks me today, was Elias Ron killed? I feel the question is still incomplete. because his death was not the most tragic part of the story. The real tragedy is that the truth disappeared with him, and perhaps forever. And that was when I finally understood. The most dangerous killers are not always the ones who kill. They are the ones who hand a human being over to the darkness, and then convince themselves they did nothing at all.